Always.
Hello, hello. It is Tuesday. Thank goodness.
Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
I had a Monday. That's for darn sure. But
I feel like it's still Monday.
I know.
It's lingering. It's lingering into Tuesday. Fine, we're doing good. Everything's well.
Right. Well, I'm Lindsay with Keystone Mortgage. We are here with, of course, Miss Kayla McDonald with Remax Alliance Group. And we have Miss Maria Callahan, and we are going to talk about the Calstrong Corner. So I'm going to kind of toss it over to you guys so you can tell us what you got going on.
Oh, I take the wheel? You take the wheel. You take it. Last time we did this, I was like, So Calstrong Corner is our newest addition to BCMF. It really just kind of, I had this room. I think the room's like 250 feet. It's 250 feet-ish. And I think it might be bigger than that. It might be bigger. It's got like two different sides to it. Yeah. So like behind this wall, so we have in front of us, we have half the room. Back is a whole another half. There's 2 bathrooms. So for years, this room kind of just like sat here sitting, and it would drive me crazy. All the time I would just be like, it's just a waste of space. And then I had an idea. Lindsay, I actually had this idea. I thought of you when I came up with it. I was like, you know what? We should do a co-working space.
Oh, yeah.
So I initially started cleaning it up. I was laying down the flooring, and I don't know what, but I just one day I walked into Andrea and I'm like, Andrea, I am going to make a spin room. We're going to teach spin classes. And she, per usual, was like, okay. All right. So it kind of just spiraled from there into what it is now. The thing with is that it is a room. I called it Calstrong Corner because I want it to be multiple things. Yes, it's something I love, obviously fitness, and what I'm the best at is coaching. So for me, the spin portion of it is easy. It's not your typical spin. I don't ride the bike with you. I have 3 other coaches on board, and each of them are very, very good. They're all certified in spin, and they are like legit instructors. They ride to the beats and this. I'm very like how I've always been. I like coaching. I like getting up, walking around, and motivating you guys. So we go on the bike for a little bit. We come out and do floor work, which would be dumbbells, bands, core, body weight, things like that. On, off. Everyone seems to really love it because it's just such a good variety. It's a good mix. So you get your interval work, your cardio and stuff like that while you're on the bike, and then you get your weight training, and it's a 45-minute session. And after the 45-minute, it comes to 15 minutes, which is on the other side of the wall. We added like a little recovery area. So the spin comes with the recovery zone. But the recovery zone is also available for any of our BCMF members, any outside people. As of right now, we have 2 infrared salt saunas that we put in there. Everyone knows the benefits of saunas in general. I personally did the salt saunas because they're good for respiratory, breathing, anxiety, depression. Open book about I struggle a lot with worrying as a business owner. It just gives me a little bit of anxiety. So I was reading up on it. Don't laugh at me, Lindsay. I was reading up on it, and that was one of the more holistic approaches to it. So I had a mentorship with a woman that does mental health and wellness, and we were talking about it, and she was like, it's a great, she just gave me some ulterior because I'm not somebody that wants to get on medication. And it's just a good outlet for me because I'm very high strung all the time. I'm just, minute my eyes are open, I just have a lot of shit to do. I have 2 kids, running a business by myself. I'm like, go. So it was something that has started to kind of calm me down. And then I started adding in more recovery things. I woke up one day and my knee stopped working. So I was like, oh, this is almost 40. So let's do this. So in there, I have a cryo spot treatment machine that we have in there for some ailments. I've been using that. And then we also just have it literally is pulling in as we're speaking. If you heard the beeping, that's what it was. That's the truck backing up. I posted on my story and I was like, what do you guys want to see added into the recovery room that would entice you to come in and utilize this? And a lot of them said massage chairs and things like that. So I actually found a massage chair that's not like that mall massage where there's 900 creases and everything. It's a very clean, easy to clean, functional. chair, and it comes with a really nice red light panel over it. And the red light panel is obviously anti-aging and all of that stuff, but it comes with for acne control, cellulite. It has a collagen booster. It's got all kinds of things. So I think we're just kind of like, for me personally, and the vast majority of the gym, we're at that age where, yes, fitness is important, exercise is important. The aesthetics, everyone wants to look good, but realistically, we want to stay functional. I just had a lady that I was talking to this morning, great shape. We were talking, and when I first saw her, I was like, this lady like works out. And when I spoke to her, she was like, you know what? I have 4 kids, and I'm just trying to be able to keep up with them for as long as physically possible. And that's why I do this. So it's kind of a really cool room, and it gives you a big variety. Other than the spin, I'm very interested in starting up and doing some workshops. I have a girl that I'm meeting with. She's a life coach. We're going to sit and do like some Sunday stuff, like some seminars, like mental health, wellness, like how to just kind of feel good, breath work, things like that. I have some people that are going to come in. I'm looking for any independent contractors that want to come in that specialize in maybe like yoga, the breath work, like we said, sports massage. The thing is, yes, it is always our number one priority is that it's a gym, it's BCMF. So like, it just has to make sense. Like, you're not going to come in here and get like a Zen massage, but you're going to come in here and get corrected, your ailments corrected. You're going to get some sports massages. In the room, we have foam rollers, we have massage guns, all kinds of things too, which is really nice that you can come in and utilize it on your own. So you don't need to come in and, have somebody performing these procedures on you. You're just coming in, hop in the sauna, stretch, foam roll. Like, everyone's so busy and like constantly going that this has just been a really nice addition. The other thing that I really added this in is because I harp this, and I know last time we spoke about it, I always am saying like, it's more than a gym for me. This is kind of like a full fitness, health, wellness center. Like, so we have, if you want to do boot camp, you need weight loss, you want to push sleds around, you want to do 6-week challenges, you want HIIT, we have that over here. Other side of the building, you want to do one-on-one private training, you want to do strength training, you want to use machines, cables, lift heavier, lift slower, do some progressive overload, things like that. That side. If you are someone that is like, I need AC, now we have AC. You come in here, we have an AC, nice, clean facility room. So it's kind of like, it's just me being able to reach out to every single person in the community and say, hey, what do you like? What do you need? We have it. We have something for you. It might not be throwing barbells around out here. It might not be, running sleds up and down the turf, but it might be in here hitting 45-minute, cardio mixed with some strength and then focusing on your recovery afterwards. So we're trying to make it kind of something for everyone, best of all of the worlds. And that was, my goal for this room. And that's how it's going so far. It's going pretty good. We're trying to just get our, name out there, because at the end of the day, you don't know this is back here unless you are here, right. In the room. So we have really good new trials that we just started out. We did it's called the All Access trial. So you get 2 HIIT bootcamp classes, you get 1 strength training class, and then you get 1 spin sauna hybrid class to try out, and that's $40. And then afterwards, we sit down and we just rolled out. Where are we at? August. We just rolled out the beginning of this month to customize your memberships. So afterwards, we sit down and we say, okay, what did you love? If you just loved boot camp, that's great. Here's our options for memberships. If you're like, you know what, I really don't like the spin thing, but I loved the strength and the HIIT, we have that. I just want the strength and the spin. So we have a whole thing now, like a template, and you just mix and match. You create your own membership. So then it is really like your membership, your workout, what you want to be doing. You're not just here doing, being forced into a class, just a mundane, like over and over class all the time. You have options, and it keeps it fresh. So like a lot of the people that I have in here for spin right now, a lot of them are from other gyms, F45, Burn, things like that. And no one's pressured into switching gyms. They're just adding in 1 day a week here, spin and recovery. They love it. They still love their home gym. We all have a great relationship. And then that's it. That's just the community is big enough that it's nice that we have that opportunity to, mix and match and all work together on some form.
Yeah. So,
no, go ahead.
You can read it. Can you read it? It says, Reagan Weiss, adapt, overcome, and grow. Congratulations on your growth. Just not in the waist growth. Mahalo.
Oh, he's Hawaiian now.
He's Hawaiian. Brought his surfboard back and all.
He's never coming back.
Right.
Oh, and then Leo commented also.
Uh-huh.
This is nice, guys.
I
Let's keep talking.
Maria is absolutely amazing. She is such an asset to our community. She has done so much quietly behind closed doors, and she carries herself with humility and with respect, and God has blessed her. We love you, Maria.
Thank you. I love you.
He always has the best.
Thank you, Reagan.
The best compliments and such nice things to say about people.
And you have to kind of like Reagan's like adapt and grow. Like you have to keep moving.
Yeah.
You have to keep constantly doing something, or else somebody else is going to, and they're gonna, there's so many options in the community, which is great and it's such a blessing. But I work really hard on constantly trying to give my members something to be like excited for, so that they're never like just burnt out or bored. Because that's when you lose them. You want to, and everyone adapts and grows. Like things are always getting, there's always change. There's always something new. There's something different, and we should change and we should grow. Because once you stop doing that, you should find something else, because then you're not growing and you're just stuck. And we don't want to do that.
And that's just life in general. Like, it's everything's always changing and always growing around you. So it's kind of like
you have to keep up.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yep. But like what you were saying earlier, I think Lindsay and I like looked at each other through the screen when you're like, oh, I lay awake at night and I think about this, or I wake up in the morning and I get anxiety, and I'm like, oh, check.
Oh, good. So I'm not like losing my.
Well, that's why I was laughing, and I'm like, yeah. And I hesitated so much to get into that sauna the first time, because I had my own thought of what was going to happen. I thought it was going to be like stuffy, and I wouldn't be able to breathe. And I just got off this bike, and I can't breathe, and and I was like, I don't want to go be miserable like in this hot sauna. Well, it was not like that at all. It was actually very relaxing. I got 15 minutes to sit there, and I literally was scrolling on my phone doing nothing. I think I sweated.
Quiet.
It was great. Yeah.
I hide in there.
Yeah. I spent like, however many minutes, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. And I got out and I thought I was gonna be like, go outside. It's hot. I was cold because of walking out. It was very refreshing. It was great. Like not what I expected at all.
I know.
So that's why I was laughing.
I've done steam rooms before, and I think I always just kind of like associated like saunas and steam rooms.
Yeah, okay.
And steam rooms are like, for somebody that has anxiety already, don't go in a steam room. We went on one on vacation, like this romantic. I knocked on the door because I was like, I need out. And they're like, no, 3 more minutes, and then you go.
No.
And I'm like, no. Like, I'm like, I need out. So it's just, it's beneficial on so many different levels. And I go in there too, and I'm a weirdo. I'll listen to my motivational like podcasts and shit on there. And I just like, it gives me a minute to like motivate myself, because I'm constantly going and like, talking to other people. So that's kind of like my time to just sit in there and like zen out. And then I come out and I feel better. And it's, it helps you with sleep, weight management, all the things. So, it's definitely, and the salt therapy in there is it's just so beneficial. I actually had learned about that from Ryder at Cryoease, because they have that salt.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, I messaged him. I was like, I want to do a salt room. What do you think? And he's like, it's a lot of work. And so we like started communicating. So I learned like a lot from him. He was like, it's a ton of work. It's a ton of upkeep. He's like, you could probably do something on a smaller scale, so then that's where, I kind of learned that they have things like this out there. So that's what's happening over here in the corner, the Calstrong Corner.
Well, cool. It's great. And I thought it was funny that you said that you thought about me, because I was always coming to the gym and I'm like, I got to bring my computer, and I'd like find a spot and I'm like in the corner working, or I'm in the car, or I'll be there in a second.
Yeah. A lot of people come in here now. Like I'll walk in and I'm like, oh, hello. They're like sitting here on the laptops or eating lunch or whatever in here. But it's just, I feel at peace that I'm utilizing this space, because and it's given me a new drive. I feel like I actually, before this, was like getting a little bit antsy. Like I kill myself with anxiety, but I also like, if I'm not working on something, I'm like, what do I do with my hands? Like, I don't know what to do. So I actually almost purchased another gym that was closing. Thankfully I did not. But this in the long run it's almost like it's starting a new studio. So it is really like starting a second. It's completely different vibe. It is totally different. But it's been really like motivating, inspiring. And I've met so many new people that would have never given this a chance. but they've come in for this. And then I've made them fall in love with this and maybe a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And if it's just this, I'm okay with that too. So it's been giving me like a new spark and something to like work towards, and just start building it up. It reminds me of boot camp in the beginning when I would work till 3:00 in the morning, and then I'd come rushing to the gym at 8 a.m. and I would have one person, and I was like, okay, this is going to work. I can make this work. We can, build it, make it. And so that, like some of the classes are really slow and I'm like, why is there no one in class? And then other ones are really busy, and it's just constantly, and Andrea's like, it's been 2 months. Like, it's like, you remember when we built this? Like, you have to take your time and like, just be patient and just keep digging and driving and just, have faith that it's going to, go pull through. So
yeah.
Everyone's up at night. I'm going to message you, Reagan. Everyone's up at night and thinking of what's next and how to implement and improve your normal, but it's another level if you are not up at night.
Then you're sleeping.
I'm going to remember this. I'm going to fucking read that at 3 a.m.
I think it's more normal than not, especially like as a business owner, because you're constantly like, if you're a normal business owner, you're always trying to think about how you're going to improve yourself and your business and how you're going to treat your customers or clients better, set yourself apart from the next person. Because like you said, there's always going to be somebody else out there. And competition's good because I think it pushes you.
Pushes you to
do better and compete and, not in like a nasty way or anything, but like, it just, you have to have competition because it's, otherwise.
Yeah. I've learned to be like really competitive, like with myself, like instead of like looking at other gyms and like looking around, cause there's a lot of them right now. And a lot of them are doing similar things. I mean, and that's it. Like there's other new gyms, the Lux work even too. They're, promoting like crazy and they're doing a great job because I see it all the time, but they're, ice baths, cold plunges like this, the recovery aspect is going everywhere, even at like POS and stuff. People are in the saunas. But I've learned to like really focus on competing with myself, as in I'll look at my numbers from last year and last month and say, what was I doing then? How do I make it better? How can I make more? So for me, it's like a game that I play with myself. Like, can I be better than last month? Can I be better than last year? Instead of looking at a person down the road and saying like, what are they doing? I don't even really look at, yes, I'll see them on like sponsored ads or maybe, like group pages. But for the most part, I stay really like zoned in on like how to just continue to be better. And I was even talking to, when I was getting my tattoo done, the owner of Modern Moose, Steve, super nice guy. And we were just talking about business and whatnot. And, I was telling him how I was like, I don't sleep. And he's like, I don't either really. He goes, the thing is, he's like, it's such a up and down. He's like, because it'll be one day, I'm like, man, we had great sales. We had so many new people in the door. And then that next day, if it's even a little bit less, I'm like, well, okay. All right. What do I need to do? What am I doing wrong? Like, so it's this constant, and he made me feel better. He's like, I do the same thing. He's like, we can have a fucking amazing week. He's like, and I have one bad day or like the phones aren't ringing. And I'm like,
and you forget about all the good that just happened and like what a great, amazing month that you had.
Right. He's like, it does that never stops. He's like, but if you're, it's because you're passionate too. Like, you eat, sleep and breathe this. It's
your heart's in it.
Yeah, I do this 24/7, and the only other thing that truly matters to me is my kids and, my family, my best friends. And then it's just over and over. So, and then those are all things that you don't want to fail. So constantly in my mind, I'm always like, just work. I actually had this tattoo on here. It's Handle Hard Better. And if you Google the speech, it was by Kara Lawson. She's a basketball coach. And I watched it one day and I was like, it stuck with me so hard that I literally put on my body. Mornings when I'm like brushing my hair, I'm like, you can do this. But it basically, it's the point she says in there, like you're constantly, and it made me think, I'm like, holy shit, I do this. Like things will get better after this month. Like, oh my God, this fitness comp is so much. Next month it'll be better. And then after that, I'm like, okay, we got the scholarship event. As soon as this is over, things will slow down. And then I have this, and then, she says in there, she's like, just stop. Like, it's never getting better. Like, as brutal as that sounds, like, it's not going to get better.
It doesn't stop.
You have to get better at just handling it and moving forward and being stronger and just like, and that all comes mentally. So that's why I'm like so harping on all like the mindset, like mental health and wellness and stuff, because you're the only person that can change that and how you feel, and to just keep moving forward and not being, get out of the mindset of next week's going to be easier. Once I pass this test, it'll be easier. Once I pay off my
No, it just gives
car,
you
no,
It's just going to be something different.
something else is going to
Yeah.
happen.
And then the crazy thing is too, like if you didn't have anything else coming up and there was like nothing that you were working towards, like you would be going crazy and be like, okay, well, what can I do now?
I know.
And then
all
you'd be
see
trying
it.
to buy
They all
a
see it in
gym.
me. They all see it in me, and they're like, or I'll pop up and be like, I have an idea, and everyone's like, oh, because they know I'm about to go 0 to 100. Like, but I don't know. It's just the way that I'm physically programmed at this point in my life, I think. So yeah, Calstrong Corner is where the current psychotic level of my life is. In a
Well,
good way.
But it's
awesome.
fun in here.
Yeah.
It's fun in here. But I think that like you were saying, like we all do it, you know,
Mhm.
like it's always going to be one thing
Mhm.
that's crazy. And you, in your mind, you think you want a little bit of a break, but then when the break comes, you're like, oh my God, something's wrong.
Yep. You're like,
Something's
wait,
wrong.
too
I'm
quiet.
failing. I'm failing. I'm
Too
failing.
quiet.
Yeah. Mm.
Definitely is normal.
Yeah. One of the things about BCMF is that there's always something different. There's always something new. And you were talking about like if you get into repetitive, going routines for your classes and stuff. And I've said this a million times. I don't think that I've done the same thing in your gym twice ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then for all of your trainers that you have, whether they're out in the one side or in the spin class, they're all different across the board. Like the way that they, I don't know, just their whole entire class is different. Some of them are more on the bike, some of them you're kind of, between the two, and you kind of find what works for you. And that's what
Then
I've
you have
always
Allie. Allie's our newest one on board, and she blows a fucking bullhorn at you while you're riding the bike, and she like sings and dances, and she's a vibe.
She's like one of my favorite people.
I'm like, I need more caffeine. I need to get better, but everyone is.
There's a couple of them, like one, she likes to dance. She was dancing, and I'm like, I'm not going to dance with you. Sorry, I haven't had enough to drink yet.
I'm like,
I'm drinking water right now.
I'm not doing it either, but everyone's, and then you have other, like I'm more on the like serious tone, and that's just my personality. You have Kayla, who's super like calm and soft and like kind. Then you have Stephanie, who is 100 miles an hour. Like everyone's just, but it's such a perfect mix because I don't want to see the same person every day.
Yeah.
That's why when they were like, I'm only coming to your class, I'm like,
why?
You don't want to see me every day. I can't promise you how I'm going to be tomorrow. You don't know.
I might come with a Cheerio, like hanging from my.
That's why I'm like,
hair.
I never like
Fruit Loops.
It's so fun for me because I get to be surrounded by so many people. Like I can probably do this on such a smaller scale and probably make more money. But like to be with my friends and the community. Like I love watching people come in here and they're just like, this is so awesome. So
there's something for everybody here. And, whether you're like, we have people that stop by here and just buy supplements
and just chat and talk. And then they're like, they go to the Orange Theory or something else. And I'm like, have a good workout, because the community is so big and it's just getting bigger. And I mean, there's a whole new gym getting built half a mile away from here. It's a big barbell warehouse gym where shit like that used to like intimidate the hell. Like I would be like, oh my God. So it would keep me up, along with everything else. But then you just have to get to the point of like, you're different. Yeah. And we all like, there's a million gyms. Are we all squatting? Are we all lunging? Like everyone's doing the same thing, but people are going to find what makes them happy. And not everyone that walks in this door comes back. Trust me. Sometimes I'm like, I support you because I get it. Like I had a lady today from a local other gym that has full AC, and she was like, she's like, I'm literally unwell right now because she's like, I'm so used to just the air. So, I brought her in this room. I was like, come look at my nice new bedroom in here. And she's like, I'm going to come back and try this. But that's my point. I don't want to lose her. But also, this is not going to be the vibe for her. If she does not like the heat or she doesn't like heavy or whatever, then, so this is a great other option. And it's a small group setting. There's only 6 bikes in here. Right. So you feel really like it's not a huge group where that can be overwhelming sometimes. Our HIIT classes are 40 plus people sometimes. And like, I personally love that. I love mass chaos, like camaraderie group setting like that. Some people do not. They are like, especially if you're new to the gym and you're like, what is happening?
And you don't know anybody.
Yeah. So this is almost a really nice starter for them to be like, okay, these are some of the moves that you're going to see. This is, the weight that I think is appropriate for you. So it's nice. that's why that new bundle that we have is a really good deal, because it shows you just so many different options, and then you choose, what did I like, what did I not like. Hopefully you like it all, because we can do it all too, but it gives them, so it's not just one thing.
Yeah. Well, the gym's always been very welcoming. It's a very different vibe than any other places that I've been. So, and that's usually, when people are looking for a place to go, I always send them your way, and they find what works for them. So
yeah, I appreciate you. You promise them that I'm not going to kill them, and then they show up. Whatever happens after that, I don't know.
No. Depends on what they like.
Yeah.
See, I'll go to Maria's class all day long. Kayla's right. She's calm, cool.
She's calm.
Yeah. Well, that's her in life.
I know. She calms me. I will be like, ah, and she's like, well, she's always positive too. Like, I'll find
very positive. Yep.
Like, well, if you look at it this way, maybe that's not what was meant to be said or happened.
Very optimistic. And I'm like, okay. She reels me in. Yeah.
Okay. I need to be stuck in a room with her on one side and Andrea on one side, because they're both like, let's pump the brakes.
Yeah.
I think we both have our moments every now and then. And Lindsay keeps telling me that I'm going to snap one day and she's going to let me.
I'll support her. I'll be like, yes, it is time. Let's ride.
When you're done, let's go.
Oh my gosh, for sure. So
I'll give you both a call, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
See where it goes.
I'm into it. Good.
Well, cool. I'm very excited for you. Thanks for all the info. It's a great room. It's fun. It's upbeat. You have like a little vibe going.
Multi-purpose. Like I can't wait to do like all the seminars and like workshops, and it's a big space. Like, these bikes move out, and you have this whole floor space. It's very clean, organized, and you just come in. You can rent it out and have meetings in here and have people, whatever they want to do. So it's just a nice added thing for the community that like anybody can come in and utilize. Like, we have a couple classes a day, but other than that, like, people are free to come in and rent out time, rent out space, whatever you want to do. Just pay by the session if you want to pop in the recovery room. And it's just a very nice little added twist.
I think, isn't Allie doing posing in here? She's like doing pose
practicing. Allie's our spin. She's also our nutritionist that is on board, and she does bodybuilding shows. So she is currently training for one in September, I think. But she I know at like Epic and other places, they have like posing rooms. Mm-hmm. So she's using this as a posing room. She has her coach come in, and they do their, things that I can't do
stuff
in their heels.
Sorry, Allie.
Allie, I love you.
We can't do them.
Way less awkward than me, but I can't do that. But that, like, just little things like that you wouldn't even think of, and it just makes sense for this. It's just a space that can be utilized for so many things. So if you know anyone that's looking for anything like this, needs any meeting rooms, any independent contractors, holler at me, because it's here and ready for everybody. It's nice and clean and done. I might want to do a couple more things in here, but stay tuned.
Don't look at me.
Kayla's been my interior designer. I just message her and I say, find things on Amazon that look like this. And then she does it. I told her this is Kayla's corner.
It's not my corner. We share it. Yeah. I just like to come in here sometimes.
Very nice. Very inviting.
So what's the best way for anyone to reach out if they want to utilize the space, or if they just want to come and check out a class?
So if you, thank you, Jesse, behind the screen. Our website is on there. We have the phone number on there. You can personally message me. I'm always online. Any of our Facebook accounts, I check. I do everything. I'm one-stop shop here. So I kind of run all the social. I run everything. I'm on there like a maniac. So send me a message. I think everyone should do that bundle deal when they walk in the door, because I think if they're not doing that, they're missing an opportunity to fall in love with a specialty class like the spin or the strength. But we still do have that option just to do a trial on HIIT. If you're like, I'm new here, don't overwhelm me. That's fine. I'll wait a couple weeks before I overwhelm you. But so we have option for that. And then we have our new bundles. And then, like I said, we just started those membership options, which a lot of people are liking, because they get to pick and choose what they want to do.
Right.
So new bundles, new room, all the things.
Cool.
And we're just going to keep growing and being thankful that our community is, you know, continuing to come in and support us over here. So happy.
And we're back to school, so
Happy.
we'll have some,
Yes.
hopefully some more time one
Back
way or
to the
another.
grind. Back to the grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have another 6-week challenge coming up, back to school special, all the things. So
Cool.
send me a message. Let me know how I can help.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
We love you. Thanks for coming on with
You got
us.
it, dude. You got it, dude.
Until next time when we have something else to announce in about 3 months or 2 months. Something
You never
like
know.
that.
Is she
Never
dangling the carrot? She is.
Huh?
I said, are you dangling the carrot? Is there something that's coming up?
I'm not dangling a carrot. I just know that it's going to be something.
Okay, so it's good to go.
Wait, do we have a carrot?
I've been around for a decade, so
She knows how I work.
So I know that something's coming.
All right. You just already know.
We'll stay right here for now.
Yeah.
A few moments.
Oh
Well,
man.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so very much for coming
Yes.
on. All right.
Love you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Happy Tuesday.